The dark shade of night. The sound is mysterious. One thump then two. She'll make you curious. Look up, I say. Look up. It was a dream. A nightmare come true. The sounds of steps and whispers filled my head. I was only a child 8 years old, but evil has no boundaries. They say children are most vulnerable to evil spirits and demons. As I lay in the living room at my mother's house on Danby Street, I always feared something, but I could not grasp what had me terrified. It came in waves, and on this night, it showed me its horrifying face. I closed my eyes in innocence to fall asleep. A few minutes had passed. A sound of footsteps crept on my left side. I kept my eyes closed because I knew what was coming. I heard a slow breath but didn't look up as I turned to my right side thinking maybe this will all go away. The footsteps get closer. I can hear a heavy breath. It's near me. In an instant, there are no more footsteps. Where is it? What is it? I panic and jump off the couch and run to my mother's room yelling, "Mom! Mom!" I'm horrified in terror. My mother opens her bedroom door in fright. What's going on? I point to the living room couch, sobbing and frightened. Nothing is there. A blank space and a brown couch. My mother walks me back to my room, blaming me for waking her up. She's disgusted with my fear of the dark. "This has to stop. I have work tomorrow. Stay in your room and go to bed," she says. I leave my light on and can't shut my eyes or thoughts. My imagination fills with negativity and reality. Is a child supposed to go through this? I thought about something else. A TV show to bring out a short laugh. A friend of mine I will see tomorrow. A funny joke someone said weeks ago. I think about almost anything to drown out what I heard. Days have now passed, and I laugh and smile as if this episode never existed. No memory or antagonizing thoughts are in my head. What's to eat and what shows to watch is all that hurdles my mind. The day passes tonight, and I prepare to bed to lay to ease. A deep wind blows on this cold evening. My beautiful day turns to dark. The sound of wind sends thoughts of a deep memory, a memory that sounds a lot like a heavy breath. I leave to the living room with my blanket to fall asleep. My mother's bedroom is in sight. She hears me lay on the couch but says nothing. Minutes pass, and the sound of familiarity is near. Footsteps in the middle of the night when no one's to be awake. A cold rush of goosebumps moves up my body. I can sense something is wrong. My heartbeat races. I can feel my body go numb. I want to cry because the situation is so overwhelming. I hold strong but fear the worst. Dead silence is now in the room. The dark shade of night, the carpet on the floor gray, and pink walls with white silence. I covered my head with the blanket. No footsteps, no sounds, but a feeling. This is something I cannot explain. It is now 10 p.m., and it is not the witching hour or any significant moment in time that might justify my fear. Something tells me to pull the blanket off my face and look up, but I cannot just yet. Curled up as a young boy, I realize I have to do something, and within moments, a sound and crackle are coming from the window. One thump, then two. Heavy footsteps. This time they're coming from my mother's room. "Look up, I say. Look up." I move the blanket off my head and see nothing. I hang my feet off the couch and stay looking toward the hallway in my mother's room. I stood up, but I am fearful. I dared to take a step forward, fearing the worst. One step followed by the next. The hallway is only a few feet away. The room is cold, and one more step puts me in the gates of hell. I can feel it. I walk forward and look to the left, my eyes wide open to the carpet. Nothing is there. "Look up, I say. Just look up." I slowly raise my head, and from a cold wind, chills move up my arm. There is a white and gray shadow that formed in the middle of the air. It looks like a white dress. My neck moves up more, and a body in mid-air appears, wrinkles from a woman's arm. I lose it and run. "Mom! Mom!" This was Emily's first visit.